Okay, I'm super excited. Okay, so I'm on my way to get my facial. I'm gonna do a quick before, but here's another before. And I'm excited. I'm conflicted. I've messed up driving here so much. I literally had to pull 3 U's so far. Cause it's not like I don't know. I slightly don't know where I am. Like the place that I'm going to is like not the same location that I got my lip injections at, but I'm just not too familiar with this area, so I don't know. I think I literally might just pull in here. Fuck it. I'm just pulling in out front, because you know what? That's what we're gonna do today. First things first, let me get my mask on. Okay, let's put you on the tripod. So they are super nice. I'm super excited. Obviously, I've already met Jen, but I just met Judy, who is doing my facial. She's sat me down. She took my coat for me. They took my temperature, grabbed some hand sanitizer. Even though I sanitized in the car, I still did it. And yeah. So I'll show you guys where I'm sitting right now. So they have a nice little coat rack. This is actually, so if you guys have seen my lip injection video, this is what I got injected into my lips. It's the hyaluronic acid derma filler. That is what I got in my lips. So she is just cleaning up the room that we're going to be using today and getting it all set up. So yeah, I'm just chilling here, waiting. They got some tunes going on, so we love. You should say hi to the vlog.
Oh my god.
This is Jen. Yeah, you guys have seen the lip injection video. Again, you guys can click it up here if you want to watch it after this. But she was the one who did my lips.
I created her face. No.
Yes, exactly. She is the work behind this. So you need to say hi.
To snatch that skin today and then do part 2 of it. So
yes,
it's gonna be a great time. Kind of like tell me a little bit about your skin.
Yeah, so I'm definitely like acne prone.
All right, so this is the exciting part. So one thing I like to do with my consultations is obviously talk about what is working. When you're on the table, obviously I can see what's going on with your skin more. The best way to assess someone's skin is when it's fully clean. We're gonna do a nice double cleanse, and then you're kind of see what's going on with the skin a little bit. In my head, the wheels are already kind of turning on what I want to do, but there's a lot of stuff I can't see on the surface. Oh, this is our Visia. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna take a bunch of photos at several different like wavelengths and at different lighting temperatures and different lighting settings as well. What this is gonna be able to tell us is Megan what her true skin is. So let's say she's 21 right now. She might have the skin of a 30-year-old or she might have the skin of a 17-year-old. So that's gonna help us to be able to determine that, any sun damage we may have, how often we're applying our sunscreen and whether or not that's working for us, stuff like texture, skin, pores, wrinkling. We're all gonna take some photos. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up for her. It's already set up, and then 3 photos from 3 different angles, and then we'll show you kind of what that photos look like. Go. So this is Megan's skin. So ladies and gentlemen, everyone has pores.
Yes.
Everyone has pores. So pores are not a bad thing. So what we're actually gonna look at first is spots. So what it'll show here. So percentages for every single thing. So the higher percentage, the better it is. Right now we're at a 42% for spots. So this is any photo aging, photo damage that you might see. We'll pull up the UV one in just a moment. But this is any hyperpigmentation that's starting to appear on the skin. So as I roll over, you can start to see that is sun damage.
Oh, yeah.
Those are sunspots. So this is something we want to be treating on you. This also could be post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. The one I want to see is your biggest area is your UV spots. You're at a 9%, girl.
Oh God.
We gotta work on some sun damage. So cellular turnover is a big one for you. When I roll over, look at all the sunspots that haven't come out yet and all this hyperpigmentation. So now this is sitting underneath the skin because when we're younger, our skin turns over once every 28 days. As we get older, it slows down, and that's when this hyperpigmentation starts appearing. And so that'll be especially what we're working on. And then pores also scored a 9%. Again, pores are normal, but what this is showing is more congestion of the pores rather than, oh my God, you have pores. Here is her UV photo.
Wow.
All the sun damage.
You guys,
right
take
now.
care of your skin.
This is why you wear sunscreen.
Yes.
SPF. SPF is the number one thing. This can also tell us that your skin's not turning over as much as it should be. So it's just something
Interesting.
good to know. So what I would say here is, I think for Megan, we don't want to go too aggressive because this is the first time she's had a facial. Especially if she gets hydrofacial, so we know we can take quite a bit of exfoliation, and you can tell the exfoliation is working. But me as a professional, I want to start to address some of this hyperpigmentation that hasn't come to the surface yet, and we need to start working from the top and the inside, because the melanocytes are in the deep layers of the skin, and that's what creates that pigmentation layer later. I also want to treat some of this congestion down here. So what we're planning to do with Megan today is what we call a bespoke chemical peel. Now, y'all probably seen some crazy stuff about chemical peels online. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. What we're going to be doing is 2 different peels. We're going to do a BHA peel, a salicylic acid peel right around the jawline for some of that congestion to pull it out, along with the T-zone where you're more oily. And the cheeks, we're going to go for a lactic acid peel. A lot gentler and a lot better for that drier skin. What that's going to help to do is kind of start to lift some of this pigmentation for you and really start to help with that congestion. It's also going to help the skin turn over a little quicker so that you can see that nice glow that we all talk about.
Yes.
It's also going to help your products penetrate a little deeper.
I love that.
While I'm treating you, I'll be able to suggest kind of what I would think is best in terms of product for your skin. And to go from there, just to help enhance this furthermore in whatever we're doing here. To keep going as time goes on. So how do we feel about that?
I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling excited.
So, as you probably know, double cleanse is the name of the game.
Okay.
Your skincare junkie over here.
Yes.
So we're gonna take this off. And then we're just gonna apply the spa mask. What that's gonna do is just gonna keep you and me safe. So if I'm ever talking too much, let me know. I just like to describe what we're doing and why we're doing things. But if you ever want me to just like calm down and just let you enjoy it, especially during the massage, let me know and we can always do that for you. Warm towel.
Oh, love.
Here we go. Let me know if I'm ever applying too much pressure or not enough pressure. Okay, we're going in first cleanse, okay? Just because you're not wearing any makeup. If not, I would use something more oil-based. But in this case, we're looking for more pollution, relaxation.
Yeah.
Good night.
For real.
And then whatever we do on the neck and the face, we take down to the décolleté. Same with sunscreen, product, anything else. Now, how much sunscreen are you using?
How much?
Yeah.
Probably, well, obviously not enough, but
Just like after that photo, not enough.
yeah, honestly, like a pea-sized amount, probably. Like one pump I do into my hand.
So the adequate amount of sunscreen for full protection is actually a 1/4 teaspoon
Okay.
for your face, which is a lot.
Yeah, but it's good to know.
So what I always tell people is just get a 1/4 teaspoon measurement, leave it in your washroom, and just make sure you wash it out every single time, and use that to measure your sunscreen, and just have it designated for your sunscreen. That way you always know you're protected. And then it's 1/2 teaspoon for face and neck. So 1/4 teaspoon for the face, 1/4 teaspoon for the neck. She's like, I love this part. Can we do this part all day?
For real, I'm like snoozing. I love a good pampering, you know? Like it's just, it's nice.
That's what I love too. I love giving a facial that is one, based in science. So you know it's gonna work. It's gonna be efficacious. You're gonna have the results you want. 2, it's tailored to you, because I've been to too many where I'm like, I feel like you just rubbed moisturizers on my face and called it a day.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm like, I don't want that. That's not why I'm here. And 3, just I want to feel spoiled.
Yeah, I totally
That's why I go
agree.
for the facial. All right, we are going in with a balancing solution. Yeah. Balancing the pH of the skin, just so we're prepped for that chemical peel. So it's more of a prepping agent than an actual like balancing agent. I can totally see some of the congestion you were telling me about.
Yeah.
Right here along the T-zone, a little bit down through here, Just switching out my gloves now. I'm gonna start to prepare the chemical peels. It's super important with the chemical peels. What's important to know is that they're gonna feel like little spiders with hot legs walking across the face. I know, what a gruesome image.
For real, I'm like, oh gosh.
You're like, can I stop now? If at any point in time anything feels super, super sensitive or you can't handle it or anything like that, you can always stop. We're gonna leave it on for about 7 to 10 minutes. Nothing super crazy. And it's just gonna get enough time for those actives to work, that lactic acid. Before we do that, we're gonna go in with a little bit of Vaseline, protect those delicate areas. So this isn't gonna break you out because we're not leaving it on the skin for a very long time. Is there any area you know that gets super sensitive, like when you cleanse your face?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, not
Yeah,
that I
just
can
like
really
check in.
think of.
So first we're gonna go in with your BHA. This is what it looks like over here.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a clear liquid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and again, tingly spiders, we always start with forehead first, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. She's like, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you're immediately gonna start to see the redness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
Oh yeah, I can start to feel it now.
Yeah, you okay though?
Yep.
At any point in time it feels bad, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
We can just stop, okay? But we're only going for 7 minutes.
Okay.
All right, now we got this next one. So you're gonna notice this one's a little more jelly looking.
Oh,
A
okay.
little less liquidy looking. This is your lactic acid. 1, 2, 3, sting, sting. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go up the neck, okay? 1, 2, 3, sting, sting. All right, if it ever starts getting a little hot, let me know, and then we can use a fan.
Okay. Yep, I can start to feel her. The spiders are crawling, you guys.
Yeah, but if it's ever too much, let me know, okay?
Okay.
Would you want a fan?
Sure, why not?
Let's
Honestly.
Better?
Oh yeah.
She's like, yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know I needed this, honestly. Honestly, like I can feel the stinging, but very bearable.
Let me know if you need more or less pressure here, okay?
Okay.
She's like, no, good night.
For real, I'm like, I am absolutely content.
So that would be the hero product, I think, for you. Because
Yeah.
you've already got a really good skincare routine going. You're using great products with really good ingredients as well.
Hear that, guys? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing.
Check out that skincare routine.
So the retinol, I'd say, is what you
Okay.
need. All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's going to feel strong, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, told you. You okay?
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay to flinch. I'm protecting your eyes, so you're good to go. Scale 1 to 10, how are we feeling?
Pretty good.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this off, and then we're gonna put on what I like to call the magic. It's our brightening accelerator that we use.
Okay.
So it's got a combination of kojic acid, glutathione, white shiitake mushroom. So what it's gonna do for you is it's gonna go into all that pigmentation, and it's gonna help lighten it.
Love it.
And especially around the jawline, you're gonna see, because you do have some redness from hyperpigmentation, but that's just your skin reacting to the congestion. 3, 2, this is gonna feel great. You're just a little more sensitive here, okay? So
Okay.
you're gonna get a little more peeling in that area.
Okay.
But this is definitely gonna be like spiders.
Okay.
Okay. How are we doing?
Good.
Like, definitely tingly, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. What we're gonna do now is we're just going to use the jelly mask to help cool down the skin.
I think I know what kind of mask you're talking about. Like, yeah.
Like, thank you for the content.
For real. I'm like, I haven't had one of these before, and they're like you said, they're always so satisfying. Like watching people like kind of like spoon them on. So I'm excited.
Actually, hold on. I like your hair. Let's protect your hair.
Okay. Yeah, I
Especially
appreciate
curly
it.
Hair, curly hair needs the most amount of love.
It does. The showers are never quick. Never quick when I have
The
to.
first time I did a wavy hair routine, I was like, what the hell? It took me like 2 hours.
Literally, and
Like,
then
what is life?
I know, and like detangling, like everything. It's just
The
like,
tangling process was insane.
yeah.
Now we can start. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Eyes nice and closed. So we use different hydrogelly masks depending on what you just had done. Especially we like to slap it onto the areas. Well, slap is kind of an aggressive word, but apply it onto the areas that are going to be most sensitive. So right now for you, that was your forehead. So that's why we went there first.
That's the thing I love about facials. Like we already talked about this, but you know, it's for your skin. And
For you and no one
Yeah.
else. Yeah. A
Yeah.
good esthetician will know what to pick, when to pick, and how to pick. Just because a treatment says, like, we're doing A, B, and C, I'm not sure what everyone else does, but I for sure go in and I say, well, I know you need this chemical peel according to this, but you're not ready for it. And whether that means, like, even if it's a cheaper treatment, I'd rather someone like spend less money and not damage their skin than in 2 weeks being like, I got a chemical burn because I came in for this and you wouldn't do anything else.
yeah.
Not just that, but I like results. I've been there with the acne, right? I've been an acne warrior before. I totally understand what frustration looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually was filming then, but we were talking about how we got into skincare, and she was mentioning how she had cystic acne and dealt with that in the past, and we kind of both were talking about our own experiences with acne.
I've been there, girl. I've done the peels. I've done the lasers. I've done it all. Any questions for me so far? Anything your viewers will want to know?
Oh, you know what one person was asking me was about the vampire facials.
Yes. What about the vampire facial?
Just like all about it, really. Like if you recommend it. I mean, it's kind of hard to say if you recommend it, obviously, if you don't know their skin. But
microneedling, and then the way it works is that we draw blood and then we put it through a centrifuge to create PRP. So that's the platelets in your blood will rise to the surface after it's spun, after a certain amount of time. So what that'll do is that it'll just, microneedling's already great for like acne scarring and hyperpigmentation anyways. The PRP is more for like fine lines, wrinkles, collagen building, that sort of stuff. So that's when we usually go with something like that. It's amazing for hyperpigmentation as well.
okay.
I usually say that sort of thing can be kind of aggressive. So if someone's never had a facial before, we don't usually go in straight with a vampire facial out of the gate.
Yeah.
That's kind of like playing rugby for fitness. Yeah, that's kind of like what I would say. Usually the best way to do it is to see a nurse. Most medical estheticians won't be able to do that. See a nurse, see if you're a good candidate would be the best way to do it, more than anything else. And then that way they can assess like how resilient your skin is. If you've had procedures done before, that definitely increases whether or not you're a candidate and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So that's kind of like how I would describe the vampire facial over anything else.
Yeah.
Microneedling is similar, except there's no platelets put on. Right, so it's a little more well suited for people that have never had facials before, or had anything extreme. Like if you've never had a chemical peel or never had a laser, probably you're better off with microneedling first. That's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
We do have something here called not the vampire facial, sorry, the Instafacial. So the Instafacial would be like a chemical peel, and then we neutralize the peel, and then we do a microneedling treatment on top. But after having a chemical peel yourself, you can probably tell that that's for more resilient skin types.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Much more resilient skin types.
No, yeah,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you out of the gate. That's asking for some trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here getting a facial, getting some education. We love it.
We stand.
We
That's
stand.
the thing about Monaco. We're all about like, what do you need? What is actually going to give you that result that you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we all want to feel beautiful and confident, and I'd rather have someone feel beautiful and confident rather than like my skin sucks.
That's what's nice, you know, you come here and like you guys know a lot. You know, I'm leaving here with a lot of information and things about my skin that I never knew.
My heart's so full. So now we're going to go in with our Ultra Boost Serum. So what I love about this is a little bit of dimethicone to help soothe the skin just a little bit, but my favorite about this is got its niacinamide, which is fantastic for redness and hyperpigmentation. Also sodium hyaluronate, which is a salt derivative of hyaluronic acid. So it can hold its weight in water 10 times. It's actually it's a really small molecule. All right, this is gonna feel like angel tears.
Oh,
this is
I
our
love
recovery.
that.
She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's our recovery balm. You'll notice is because this is high in ceramides and a little bit of niacinamide as well, is it's really gonna help with that redness that you're experiencing after the peel, which is super normal.
Okay.
And then everyone's favorite thing, SPF.
Yes. If y'all aren't using an SPF, click off this
what
video.
happened with the photos.
For real.
And the nice thing is, if you use sunscreen correctly, you can actually get that like pseudo J-Lo glow from light reflecting off of the sunscreen.
I see.
So if you ever want an illuminating foundation, I'll just apply some sunscreen underneath.
Oh, we got some inside tips going on here.
Inside tips, man. Inside tips.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
I
Here we
am.
go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yes.
So you can see around here, it's no longer looking super dull.
Yeah.
And you can see around here where a lot of that damage was starting to come through. Look how even
Yes.
it's looking. So through the pinkness.
real.
And sometimes it can be a little hard to see. So let me just pull up some photos for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, also, you know what I'm not over, you guys? My skin being 23 years old. I mean, I am almost 22. Like, I'm closer than 22 than I am to 21. But it's still a year older than I am. It's the SPF. It'll really get you. And I use SPF every day, but obviously, she did tell me I'm not using nearly enough. I use, like, 1 pump. I need to use, like, 4. So, I'm just not over it. Like, what? I'm out here thinking it's gonna be like 16. Psych! Psych! I'm in shock and despair. I'm at a loss for words, really. She told me that and I was like, Judy, we're just gonna let that one go. I'm so glad still that she told me and I like know that now, but anyway, she did say I have a good skincare routine, so
I thought I'd just jump back in here and give you guys a little bit of an update. It's been maybe like 45 minutes, an hour, but you can see I'm starting to peel a little bit more. Can't really see it so much on this side, but a little bit here, and a lot on my chin and some on my neck. So the other thing that I wanted to show you guys was the retinol that I picked up from them. This is the Illumier Retinol 0.25%. So I won't be using this anytime soon just because I did get the chemical peel, but I will be integrating this into my nighttime routine. Again, if you guys want to see my skincare routine, it's up on my channel. She said to wait at least 2 weeks, especially because I do have sensitive skin, before integrating this in. And I do this right after I wash my face when my skin is dry, just because retinol does seep into the skin pretty deep. And if your skin is damp, it'll seep even deeper and you really just don't need that extra absorption. So that's kind of what she told me. But yeah, anyways, thought I'd give you guys just an update on the peeling situation going on. Thought I'd give you guys a little update before I go to bed. I was kind of peeling earlier today, but now at this point it's kind of like just flaked off naturally. So I just did my skincare routine. Again, no actives. My skin's still looking pretty good. Nice and glowy. I was a little careful today just putting on my products just because, again, the chemical peel. And I know that my skin may be sensitive right now, so making sure that I was patting in all of my products. So this is her right now, and I'll keep you guys updated on any changes. Hey guys, so it is the morning. It's kind of bright here. My face isn't peeling too much still. It is feeling, I don't know if you guys can see, like it is feeling almost like dry to the touch. So it almost still has that like tight feeling that I felt after the facial. So I'll let you guys know if I have any changes. So this is when I started to peel on day 3, just a little bit around my brows, around my nose, and on my jawline a bit and my chin. Hey everyone, so it has officially been over a week since I got my facial and I wanted to show you guys my skin without any makeup on, so I'll take you closer to the window here. But here she is. Some things I want to point out to you guys. So I had a lot of scarring in this area, which has gone down so much. The scarring here that was near my chin is pretty much non-existent anymore. And then again on this side of my face, I pretty much have no new acne. A lot of the scarring again is pretty much gone. And one of the things that I really want to point out is the fact that I've really had like no new breakouts this week, which is very unique for me because I do have acne prone skin. My skin is super calm, super soft, and still very glowy. This was my first time getting that type of chemical peel. As you guys know, I've only really gotten hydrofacials in the past, so this was a little bit different. Judy was so nice. I mean, you guys saw in the video how sweet she was, how knowledgeable. She was really, really helpful with like every single question I had, which is what I love. And she was obviously very pleasant with that whole experience. So I'm really, really thankful for that. So yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you've gotten a facial before, if you are interested in getting a facial. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you guys so much for watching.